Hello, my fellow humans. So, today I want to share a story with you. But before we begin, let's take a few deep breaths and make some stretches. In and out. Letting it all go. And in, drawing into you loving support from the universe, and out, in and out. It is so good to breathe. It is so good to be alive. And it is so good to speak with you. So, the story I want to share, sorry, it is about a little boy that I saw in when I went for a coffee a few weeks ago. And I already shared this story with a few of my friends, and it is resonating with everyone. So I went for a coffee and I was working a bit. It's a little coffee place where I can sit in the corner, take out my laptop and work. And there's also it's on the yard of the coffee place, and there's a tree and greenery, and it is really beautiful. So I was sitting in the corner doing my things, and there was one boy like walking around, and every time he came close to me, he looked at me, and we looked at each other and we smiled, and he was so cute. And he kept on walking around, and he was such a cute little boy. Like, having him there was a beautiful experience for me as another customer of the coffee space. I was enjoying his beauty, I was enjoying his presence, I was enjoying him discovering around, and he was very peaceful. He was not making noises or running around without being careful or anything. So it was a beautiful experience. And then I heard his mother saying to him, "Stop running around as a monkey. You're behaving as a monkey." And she used also some other words. I don't remember everything. And she did that a few times. And then boy sat down, and he became like closed down. He sat down and he was just looking down, and I was observing all of this, and I was hoping that maybe he would look at me so I could wave at him and let him know with a wave and a smile that I see him and that I enjoy his presence. But he didn't look at me, and he was just focusing on his mother and also looking down in shame. And after 30 seconds, maybe, he got up again and started again walking around and looking for little branches and things like this. And she was again like, "Why are you touching everything?" And it was just little branches there. It was of no danger to anyone. It was all good. And like, I have compassion for parents. I know this is a hard job. Like, I don't desire to be a mom, so it's not like I want to blame the mother or anything. And that's also not the point of this story. Um, so I kept on hoping that he would eventually look at me so I could wave at him and let him know I still enjoy his presence, even if his mother is angry with him. But he didn't look at me, so I couldn't let him know. I mean, I could, for example, like still call him or whatever, but I didn't felt felt at the moment that this is my thing to do. So here the story about the boy ends. um, and I was then thinking how that was actually a very perfect lesson for me. How I used to be the same way in my first business, in my previous business, that I'm actually now incorporating in my current business. But yes, it was a business that I started in my 20s, and it was a beautiful business with tote bags, with messages and eco-friendly accessories, and I had wonderful clients who were also doing marketing for me. They kept on sending me pictures, how they wear the things, and they shared them on social media and everything. So I had these beautiful customers, and also in my town, um, I was collaborating with people, and people knew me, and I felt a lot of respect and everything. But my family didn't get what I am doing. That was 15 years ago, something like this, and when I started, and they didn't get all that eco-friendly thing and sharing the good message, and they didn't get what I am doing. So I was not getting emotional support from them, and they were also kind of ashamed of me doing it because I was selling my products on the streets, on the art markets. So they were kind of ashamed of me selling on the street, and also they were pitying me as though, uh, I know I'm somehow poor because I'm doing this, when I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. I mean, it was not everything completely enjoyable, but I loved living in this way. So, uh, connecting this back to the story, I was the same as this boy. There were those people who were seeing me, who were seeing the beauty of me and my business, of what I am sharing, and that supported me and loved working with me, buying from me, would love to collaborate with me. But eventually, I was so ashamed and closed down because my family didn't get it, and also because I kind of tried to prove it to my family that this can work and that I can make enough money and blah blah blah, that I eventually burnt out. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I got so closed down because I was so much focusing on my family and trying to get my family to get what I am doing, and it didn't work. I mean, I couldn't speak with them about that because they didn't get that. And I closed myself down, and the same as this boy, I couldn't see the people that see me and that support me and that would love to work with me, have fun together, collaborate, all these things. So that was a beautiful lesson for me. And now that I'm kind of restarting my previous business and incorporating it in that business of mine and taking that business of mine to a new level and sharing my message more, it is a very important lesson to me that even if there will be people, and even in my family, though I have much more support now than I used to, um, if there will be people who will not get it, who will say mean things, who will shame me or whatever, there are other people that see me and appreciate me and love seeing me show up and want to do the things together with me, want to collaborate, love seeing me in my light. Yes. That's it. Like that whenever I will go into shame or this is not working, what am I even doing? That I will look around and look for those people who get it and who support me, and focus on being in conversation with those people more than trying to appease the people who don't get it. And I'm sure that you can find the lesson in what I am sharing for you as well. So that's the message for today. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and yeah, that's it for now. Bye bye. Love you.